our technology, it's a semiconductor that has really low losses. And it's made in silicon versus some of the exotic materials that are out there in the semiconductor world. So it really helps the automakers address two of their key issues, which are electric vehicles cost are high and the range of those vehicles is limited.
All right, welcome back inside our proactive newsroom. And joining me now is Dan Bedard. He is the CEO of Ideal Power. And Dan, it's good to see you again. How are you?
I'm doing well, Steve. Good to see you again.
Yeah, so I know the company's out with your financial numbers today, and more so it's about what's happened in the last quarter. I know it's been extremely busy with the company, lots of stuff to talk about. So let's begin there. Tell me a little bit about what you saw over this last quarter, especially some of these partnerships you've announced.
Yeah, one of the things that we announced is that we're now engaged with our third global automotive manufacturer that are looking to incorporate our technology into their next generation of EV electric vehicles. So we've already named Stellantis. We have another top 10 global automaker that we're working with, and now we've got a third automaker that's in our program here. So we've got the opportunity here over the longer term to have some huge volumes with these automakers as we move along through their design process.
Yeah, and maybe you can just remind everyone about your technology and how it fits seamlessly into some of these cars that are being made.
Yeah, our technology, it's a semiconductor that has really low losses. And it's made in silicon versus some of the exotic materials that are out there in the semiconductor world. So it really helps the automakers address two of their key issues, which are electric vehicles cost are high and the range of those vehicles is limited. Our technology improves the efficiency and does it in a low-cost material. So it really helps them with both of their key challenges, which is why you see these big automakers engaging with us, using our semiconductor technology in the drivetrain of the vehicles for circuit protection, for the power converter that takes the energy from the battery and drives the motor, and a few other cases where we can bring them improved performance at a lower cost point.
Yeah, you mentioned obviously the car companies that you're already working with. How important is it that you're agnostic and can work with all of these ones? You're not sort of stuck with one particular car maker. You have the opportunity to really use this technology in a number of different places.
Yeah, it really is helpful that we are not constrained because, the first big automaker you work with, you learn a lot about how they evaluate technology, what kind of testing data they want, how do they think about technology adoption. So when you go to the next one, you actually your messaging is more refined, you're bringing the data they're looking for, and you're doing testing under the conditions that matter to them. So we really get a lot of leverage out of that Stellantis relationship. So each one that we can approach, each additional OEM or tier one supplier, we're just a lot more credible when we go in there.
Yeah, you also made an announcement recently about working at a Ryosho USA. Tell me a little bit about this one and how significant this is announcing this one.
Yeah, one of the things that is a small company here in the US, you can't reach the global semiconductor market easily. And there's this huge infrastructure that the industry has already built for sales and distributors of parts. So we'd announced previously that we had a relationship with Richardson Electronics, which is a publicly traded firm that specializes in high-tech sales for things like semiconductors. And Ryosho is the next one that we have added. They also, like Richardson, have great technical sales teams. They're great at demand creation. They really focus on the semiconductor marketplace, and they have particular strength in Asia. So their geographic focus really complements our other distributor to give us access to customers that we probably couldn't reach effectively on our own.
Yeah, Dan, it seems like the company's in a really strong position in place right now. Are you comfortable where you're at and really where you're headed for the rest of this year and beyond?
It really it's an exciting year for us, and we're getting engagement with these really big companies. We've got a really innovative technology that's really well protected from an IP standpoint. We've got the fabrication capability now with two global fabs that we work with, and we've got this macro trend in terms of EV adoption, renewable energy adoption, and the EV charging infrastructure that really creates the demand for our technology. So we're pretty excited about where we are.
Absolutely. Well, Dan, thanks for the update. Really appreciate it. Congratulations on getting these numbers out, and we look forward to our next conversation, okay?
All right. Thanks, Steve. Good seeing you.
Yeah, good seeing you as well. Daniel Bedard, the CEO of Ideal Power.